performance goes like this. Attention.
That's why the Last Underground.
Okay.
Because it's the beginning.
Tu akci poslední Underground, takže se taky mělo vzpomenout na ten první, pokud jde o Čechy.
Whatever you want is underground. Whatever you need is underground.
Yeah, in the beginning the space was a ruin. There was nothing here. It was a broken building that had not been used for about 30 years, full of dust, dirt, rocks. The glass roof and the glass was dysfunctional and broken. We had dirt, no floors, no walls, no water, no electricity. This was a shell of a building in the middle of Prague.
When you're underground, you can be yourself. And that's very important, to be yourself.
I see it like a mushroom because it goes all the time under the earth and sometimes it pops up everywhere. You don't know where it's gonna happen.
It's the first underground of this kind in Prague.
Prague needed this kind of exhibition to spark maybe a new scene or give them some hope that the art is not dead.
It's a dead world, and it's about that time to clear things here. One generation follows another, but something in my head says...
The idea of an underground must mean attacking and trying to destroy and basically destroying the mainstream.
Destroy 2,000 years of culture.
Building the space was a massive undertaking in and of itself. We put in 15 bags of 50 kilo bags of paint. We put in floors. We put in walls.
Destroy 2,000 years of culture.
It took us about 2 months.
Destroy! Destroy 2,000 years of culture!
We built a gallery for the art.
Destroy 2,000 years of culture!
What the exhibition represents to me, it's a contrast completely to what happened with art in the 80s. It was sterile, it was minimal, served a status quo or a monetary interpretation of art, and it completely denied the political reality or the human reality. It was the art of camouflage. The Last Underground represents in complete contrast to that. This is full, this is about life, this is about this time and place.
These are finished, developed pieces from many different countries that had assembled in the DDR, former East Germany, and so here they are.
Cold sweat running down my back. I don't feel the chaos. The reason to fight is not making a stronger man. Cause they don't understand. I won't come down, I won't come down. What am I supposed to do? I try to realize that the time is running out. How? We're on the move. Who's this? What? Why? Cause it takes two. Their money is full of blood, and I know this for sure. You gotta take over. Radical. Terrorize.
Tim Roloff's, what he brought was work from Tokyo, from Prague, and his cityscapes from Berlin. He's involved with dissecting cityscapes and photography and pushing photography into a collage representing cities, representing his view on the cities, people, and their separation, their dissection, and their non-continuous, non-linear nature, their deconstructed photographs and landscapes.
Se mně líbí ta televize. Ještě se mně líbí ta konstrukce.
No určitě je to jiný, jako možná podobnou srovnatelnou akci jsem viděla kdysi ve Vinohradské tržnici, když byla taková undergroundová výstava, nebo takový ty výstavy, co bývaly doma u někoho na dvorku, tak ty byly podobný, ale takhle oficiálně absolutně nikdy nic.
No, jsou tady dobrý chrastítka. O tomhle? No, je to takový poskládaný dohromady.
Wolfgang Spahn and Damien Labota. They work wonderful together. They're blacklight pictures working mechanically with lights and sound and projection.
My name is Wolfgang Spahn. I make objects with light and bursting paint and machines. Pop culture or club culture influenced me. A lot of the 70s psychedelic stuff. Machine artists, other light artists. In art there's not so much different between underground and normal art. Perhaps in the underground you have more freedom to do your stuff. So.
Underground is a place where you can make your experiments und technische Erneuerung kann uns halt auch, dadurch, dass es halt für jedermann zugänglich ist, auch befreien von dieser kommerziellen, von diesem Zwang, so Geld wieder reinbringen zu müssen. I have a small label, so I can publish very cheap and very fast my productions.
No, je to dobrý, no, je to takový prostě, je to z toho asi prostředí, v jakém ty lidi žijou. Je to zajímavý, určitě.
Underground is something we know. Underground is, I don't know.
Your question is underground.
Bullshit, because
exhibition is underground.
I'm Pete Missing. I come from the Bronx originally, and I live in Berlin. And what I'm making here is basically about alchemy, composition. It's a technical landscape of high-tech, low-tech equipment.
Tak se ptej, no. No skvělý.
This is an exhibition from Florian Langmark from Hamburg, and he works also with the found object. This is a ladder. And also a guitar. Basically, he plays with the eye. He plays with Zen.
It's a wonderful juxtaposition to Pete's work. Objects that are isolated, clean, and formalized. It's a breath.
Up in Hamburg, it fell. It cracked the cement stairs. 3 big chunks came out of the stairs. It just grinded it right out. We had to redo the guy's stairs. We had to put a new staircase in because of this thing.
Co je underground a není underground, že je jako nesmysl. To je prostě výtvory lidí, kteří do toho dávají svoji duši, nějakou svoji představivost.
Changes the way we look at things.
Bastian Morris, this is an installation from his that is brought from Berlin from the Postground and the Berlin Biennale. It's a sound installation with soundboard relays, sound paintings. This is the end of the machine age, the end of the mechanical age of art. We may go digital, we may go genetic, we may go biomorphic. Manfred Moorkamp has worked in black and white for the last 20 years of his life, pretty much making short film, video, and the silkscreen pieces. What he brought to the exhibition was a project he'd worked on for 2 years, a range of his work brought into color format.
Notre origine, we were all fish.
Francois Gigli brought pieces that he worked basically how he works normally.
I make this kind of installation. I always lost money. Gallery for me is like the thing you put to the baby for caca and pee pee. I don't know the name in English. The thing you put for the baby. What is the name?
Diaper.
For me, a gallery I have the same sensation. It's not a real place for make art.
So get your brain set. Lyricals about to be played without the pain. Yeah, decision to make an incision to an artery tied to your religion. So people suspension.
Le monde des profondeurs, depths, is a world of depths, and it's a really strange world.
Something seems to be amiss. Forget the country and the state it is. The state of mind, that's the way it is. You see the pink bunny, a great attitude to me is kind of funny. What I use as an example, fool. See them as I call.
This is a modern triptych. It's produced on an economic format, what is used by media, what is used by advertising, and what advertising represents perhaps, but at the price of destroying and reformalizing through a destructive process, which would be you paint with a knife to make this picture. You have to destroy it to apply it to a format medium. And it represents what art has become, a commercial compromise. That's nonsense, actually.
The Last Underground is a chance to start something new.
It's our first Last Underground.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. This is our first Last Underground.
Underground is a kind of a situation in life about a group of people that are trying to make their own culture. There will never be a last one. If there will be one day a last one, okay, maybe the human beings will be not there anymore.
Že umění
ale spíš o tom člověka vytrhnout z jeho normální reality a postavit ho najednou do nějaké reality nový. A tím vytržením člověk dostane možnost si dávat nějaké otázky sám sobě. Myslím si, že to, co dřív byl underground, už není a že teď to slovo je hodně lacino používaný pro lidma, kteří se chtějí třeba nějak zviditelnit nebo na sebe chtějí lacino upozornit.
If you just look at the words "the Last Underground", in fact it's a little bullshit because it's always going to be underground. It can never die.
Na takovýchhle akcích stejně důležité jako dívat se na samotný ten umělecký objekt, dívat se na ostatní lidi, kteří přišli jako diváci.
It's a much different energy. I mean, it's like when your voice enters into a track, all the boys, you know, are surprised because they're used to hearing these male, masculine voices, especially in hardcore.
Everywhere
especially
I go, I have to go through a wall of dicks to get there. Hallelujah! Beautiful.
Yeah,
that was all I had to say.
That's good.
Very simple words to describe what I felt being in this man's world, of being in this fucking system which is built up on a male structure. You see that she is natural. You see that she rapes herself every day, that she's going there. And
I was talking to a gay friend of mine. He said, I have to go through a wall of dicks to get everywhere I go.
At that point, she was going to a lot of raves, and she was feeling kind of almost molested.
This DJ, holy
Exactly.
DJ.
Everyone's turned toward the DJ.
Dancing in line.
Dancing in line. Don't get me wrong. DJs are really skilled at what they do, which is
own a lot of records, and they play them in a certain order.
What consumes.
Manipulate.
Using music as a tool.
The moment you call yourself underground, you're above the ground.
We don't see ourselves as underground, neither mainstream. We see ourselves as independent.
We just use basic consumer electronics and hook it up in a bit different way, in an unorthodox manner. In the one show we use 4 video recorders as the source of sound and image, and we see the video recorders as just samplers. We don't fiddle with the machines inside with their electronics or something. We just connect machines in a way that they were not really supposed to be connected. The images that we use are like puppets, and we are puppeteers. We make our puppets dance to the music.
The people that dance, they will try to imitate the motion they see on the screen, get new ways of dancing, just maybe more mechanical, more laserdisc-like.
They're slave to the music.
Underground is a good seller. We say it's the last underground. Well, people will come for sure because they think they could miss something if they don't come. I just do my stuff and, well, I enjoy other people's stuff and, well, I don't really care if it's underground or not.
People who are underground, they're making things because they want to make it, and
it's non-commercial.
Non-commercial, yeah. That makes things underground.
is underground, and that's I just don't have an answer.
Destroy 2,000 years of culture. Destroy 2,000 years of culture.
What underground to me means is motivating as many people as you can. And this is basically what revolution is about.
Destroy 2,000 years of culture.
I wouldn't write underground on my t-shirt or whatever. I mean, that's what a lot of people nowadays do. They think underground is being hip and trendy. And they just want to keep it small and for themselves, and that's not underground.
I think we should get organized internationally, and
but we
you know,
do get organized, not we should. We are
but,
organized. You know? We have these alliances with all these musicians all over the planet.
I know.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
Try to think international.
Combining music, funk with jazz, and getting to know other cultures in this way. Do you mean that leads to world peace, or you know?
Destroy 2,000 years of culture. Destroy 2,000 years of culture. Destroy! Destroy 2,000 years of culture! 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 Destroy 2,000 years of culture. Destroy 2,000 years of culture. Destroy 2,000 years. Watch your back.
It's just not one word. It's a feeling.
There will be always an underground.
Yeah, after the last underground, there's always the next underground, which might be also the last.
We should do it again next year.
Rambo 3 was bad, and Rambo 2 was bad, and second parts of this can never exist.
Okay, we should start something different.
Rambo 1 was bad. Rambo 1 was bad, but...
The last is the first. The first is the last. The last is the first.
And so it's an endless story. I hope. I mean...
I have to think about that. I'll come back to you later, next year. I have an answer.
It was fun.